Remember Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, the two couple that seemed so perfect, where in one of J. Cole's verse, he said, I want that Jada and Will love, to only find out we do not want that Jada and Will love. Well, in today's video, I think we found the Indian version of Will Smith and the Indian version of Jada Smith. Meet Akash Singh. He's a comedian and podcaster. He's known for hosting the Flagrant podcast with Andrew Schultz and his comedy special Bring Back Apple and Gaslit on YouTube. And meet Jada Singh. She's married to Akash. Well, that's what she's really known for. This whole drama started when Fresh and Fit went on the Flagrant podcast. They debated about dating women in their race.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. Those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey, I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny.
Akash only dates brown. Akash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an Indian woman.
So this
that
is
was
like loyal through and through.
Okay. And right. I understand it's not as important for y'all, but as an Indian, there's not a lot of us who are famous. So whether you like it or not, people are looking at you as a role model. You guys have established yourselves as role models. From simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish, which is fine if you want to be funny. We just talked about how doctors ain't shit for 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. We are not in any way life coaching. We are not in any way trying to help men outside of, hey, come have a laugh for a couple hours. Right. If you're going to paint yourself as life coaches and then say shit like, my preference is, which is honestly bullshit. It is, I don't want to date black girls. That's the way every black dude that white girls says it. I've dated black girls in my life. All right, bro. Who the hasn't except me? You know what I mean? Everybody gonna dabble in everything. It is the mentality that I have an issue with, and Alex is upset with the specific words, true, but underneath it, he's upset with the mentality. And a lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I saw a clip where you were like, oh, the nuclear family's falling apart. What do? I don't get married. Just don't get married. You're actually trying to help men, or are you talking to fucking incels who are 18 years old? That's some shit you say to college. I'm gonna turn you from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro. Can we grow up? You guys are self-help. Hey, we're trying to help men. So either we're funny or help men and be real and be honest with yourselves and don't have an ego like, oh, I have a preference. Be honest. Let's just be mature about what we feel. And part of that maturity is, it was a bad joke. I don't actually feel exactly that way.
That's what started the beef between Akash and Myron. Even though both of their arguments, they're saying the same thing, but on the opposite side, I think both of their arguments are flawed. You should date the person that you like and that likes you back, but looking at Myron and Akash dating life, their philosophy backfired on them, but today we're talking about Akash's wife. As Myron Akash beef heats up, they're going blow for blow, bars for bars, and started bringing each other's past until Twitter found out about Jada Singh's Akash's wife TikTok and podcast. What they found out was what he's been saying about his marriage and his wife is completely different to what his wife been saying and posting. Exhibit 1, Akash virgin wife. He went on a podcast talking about how his wife was a virgin when he met her.
Different. My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what? But she was like, she was 22, I was 31.
The only problem with that statement, Jada posted a video feeling nostalgic about her college days.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
Yep, you heard that correctly. She said when she was in college, she was spreading it wide open for the frat dudes to run a train on her. And she was getting cooked. She responded with a video saying, we both weren't virgin when we got together.
This comment is so fucking gross to me. Excuse my face, I just got a Fraxel, so it looks a little crazy, but it's like, who the fuck are you to talk about when I lost my fucking virginity? I will talk about it because it's my fucking sexuality and it's my fucking story, so sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. And also, do you think Akash never touched a fucking woman before he met me? Like, we both hooked up with people, we both were in relationships, and then together, we both lost our virginity. So sit the fuck down, you're like, just unfollow me, you're so annoying.
The only problem with that statement, one, Akash already went on multiple podcasts and saying his wife was a virgin when they got together. And two, from what most of the internet are saying, Jada is Akash's first relationship while he's not her first. It's either she's lying or Akash is lying, but I tend to believe her because In that clip, she said, "We both lost our virginity together." Virginity is a one-time thing. It's not something that you can regain after losing it. Let's move on to Exhibit 2, Jasleen Podcast. Yep, Jasleen have a podcast. If you never heard of it, that's because besides videos of her absolutely embarrassing her husband, it doesn't get a lot of views. It's called The Main Character Pod. Let me just say, isn't it ironic a narcissistic, self-centered, entitled woman would name a podcast The Main Character? This is why we should have a turf on all podcast equipment.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have 2 butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God.
Oh boy, I feel sorry for Akash. We'll call him Simp Cash from now on. If you're wondering who's the guy she's talking about in that clip, it's the other co-host husband. Imagine being that other co-host. You have to sit there and listen to another woman talking on how she wants to F your husband. You can tell she's uncomfortable because she's nervously laughing. It's not the "I find this funny" laughing. It's the "this is awkward, I want to get out of here but I can't really do anything" laughter. By now we know his wife doesn't respect or love him because any chance she get to embarrass him, she will embarrass him.
What kind of do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow.
I just think of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I
Yeah.
could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was
First of all, couldn't you find any better topic to talk about? Second of all, every chance she get, like I said, every chance she get to embarrass him, she would take it. The other co-host said, "Oh, I think of my husband when I'm gooning," and she said, "Oh no, I couldn't think of that." You could have just said, "Oh, I don't watch it at all," or you could have just said, "I couldn't think of anything." But no, you just have to bring up your husband. If embarrassing her husband wasn't enough, she's a leech. Yep, I said it, she's a leech. She basically doesn't have a job. She could choose to get a job, but instead she decided to leech off her husband for money.
How do you and your husband split finances? And I'm gonna be really fucking honest.
I don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
First
And-
of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, I went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money.
Somebody found her work history, and from what it's showing, her resume is pretty good. She could have a decent job, but instead she spent all her husband's money on Gucci bag while trying to be an influencer. Remember when I said Akash is popular for his stand-up comedy? Well, one of his things that made him go viral is he would point out couples in the crowd and make fun of them for being in a relationship. Well, not really a relationship, and a situationship, but not a relationship. After we know what we know about his love life, he cannot do the same thing that he's doing in his stand-up comedy. I know Akash fans are just dying to make fun of him, but they can't because he's in India. And Andrew Schultz said that himself. He's not gonna make fun of Akash until he comes back.
It was raining, now it's sunny. Like the shit.
Akash is in India or Dubai.
A planned trip.
A planned trip that was planned before this madness. Okay? He's there. And obviously we want to talk about what's going on, but we don't feel right talking about without him here.
Mm-hmm.
So once he's back, we're going to have that conversation. I'm sure that will be spirited.
Climate change.
Speaking of India, Akash is on a trip to India. While he's there, he decided to, well, buy a large ring for his girl and repropose again. After seeing everything that happened that came out, I don't know why he proposed to that girl again. He should be getting a divorce attorney, but instead he decided to propose. While proposing, she not somehow, she embarrassed him again by avoiding his kisses.
First of all, I want to say that I'm a happy birthday. All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted. And the best decision I ever made in my entire life was to marry this woman right here. His birthday it is in 2 weeks. And I love you so much. And the only regret that I had is that I only got to marry you once. So I want to make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year. You all want to come to that? Does that sound fun? And since I am renewing my vows, I think the only thing we can do is propose again.
Oh,
Jasleen, sing. Will you be Jasleen sing forever again?
yes! Oh my god!
Take that drinky thing off. That drinky dink.
Did you guys know this? Yes! Oh my god! How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you to.
Thank you so much!
What do you say?
This is so good! God, it looks so beautiful.
You peed on Courtney Mustard. You were sitting in her lap and then you peed on her.
I don't know what sign he needs to see that this girl does not like him. She only likes him for the money, because she was talking about the ring, how big it is, and she didn't even give him a kiss or anything like that. All she did was talk about the ring. I have a feeling when Akash come back from vacation, he'll be forced to address the drama, because while in vacation he can just pretend he never seen it. His phone was off, he was enjoying the scene, the views, and the entertainment. But while he's back, he will be forced to address it, and also it will have major effect on how he do his show from now on. And there'll probably be more videos or an update about it. I'll keep you updated, so like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
So I've been getting a lot of comments that I'm using my husband for clout, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. No lies were told.